and she would always get in my name. I'm like, I can
Do we have to bring our little horse?
No, I got it.
You can go.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They just get a tray. I did it. I kicked your coffee.
Cool.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, get a mess. He did it. Well, we're rocked up.
All right, Nick, you got the floor.
Worked on the steel house a little bit. We got the plumbing underneath hooked up. I think we're still waiting on DIS to get some of the porting done, so Stevie can do that. Other than that, that's about all I got.
Okay.
Big thing coming up this week is 4-H camp. So I'll be up at the vendor center on Birch Creek from Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah, so it's gonna be a long one. Gotta make sure I go to the gas station, get a bunch of monsters before I go up there. But yeah, that's the big one for this week. It's just getting the last few things buttoned up for 4-H camp.
So sure ski patrol.
Yeah.
Is gonna.
Yep. I just talked to him this morning. But yep, that's all I got.
Derby this week. That's it. Just getting ready for that.
Where am I at?
The commissioner's room.
Thank you. Well, that gets me started. No, I had to take off for a couple of days for a funeral. Rebecca's stepfather passed away up in Bell, Montana, so I've been gone for that. Back to the permitting stuff. Still some permits rolling in, a couple things in there, and I would add that I got sort of a complaint to somebody that turned in a permit saying that, they needed this thing done, and I just want to add that it really helps when people pay for them. for me to process them, because if they're not paid for, we're obviously not gonna process second permits, and that's kind of a continual thing. I'll quit complaining now. I got some questions coming in here on floodplain permit that Rob was working on, and I'm gonna follow through, probably end up talking to, I don't know who for sure, probably DNRC on it and figure out where it's at, so I'll leave it at that.
Okay, Stacy?
Wednesday is a candidate, filing close at 5 o'clock, for both City and Lima. We've only had a handful of candidates, so there's still quite a few positions open. Both the city mayors for Lima and Dillon are both contested. But other than that, there's hardly any filings at all for any of the races, so.
John?
Oh, and then I'll be gone. I will leave at the end of the week for vacation for 2 weeks, so I won't be back until like the 30th.
Can't do that.
Is that?
I say you can't do that.
Well, I'm going, so. Kentucky, here I come.
Kentucky.
Let's see.
John?
We did the roundup, the yearly roundup of the fire extinguishers and had them all checked and serviced, so they're up and running for another good year. We have a fire alarm guy coming. I sent out an email this morning about the fire alarms will be checked for our annual fire alarm check to make sure they're all working correctly on that. We're also moving Tracy into Rob's old office. We're in the process of doing that. Sean is in the process of painting the clerk and recorder's office. And staying busy. Oh, we do have Joe coming in this week to dig the hole and put a cement hole in for the sign for public health. So we can start getting that set up so it can be up and working. The generator's working, no issues with it so far, so.
Hey, Lily?
We're good.
I changed my name.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget, I didn't want to overlook it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I mean, just because we've been busy with meetings and the new task orders coming through and getting, making the changes. What's going to be different from last year to this year with deliverables and things like that. So far this week, here doing all that stuff, and then next week I got my WIC stuff on for perinatal mental health for WIC, just 2 days, so Tuesday, Wednesday, but everyone else is here, and that's as far as I can get right now. So yeah, just keeping busy for this stuff.
Okay, Mike?
Well, the schools are all closed, and the teachers are turning in their records, the testing scores and the blue books. And the Polaris School hired a new teacher, and she is the wife of the new Beaverhead County Superintendent, Beaverhead County High School Superintendent. So we've got that taken care of. And I have some OPI reports to do as the teachers turn in their stuff. It'll be next week. I'll be in Bozeman for the Montana State Office of Public Instruction Summer Institute. Long title for long days of they'll educate us on grant monitoring and testing and all that kind of stuff. I'll be gone Monday and Tuesday, and I'll be in Missoula for an OPI thing. No, I'll be in Helena for an OPI thing this Friday. They're having a going away party for a lady that's been in OPI since third. She's been there forever, so it'll be pretty quiet in my office.
Tracy?
Let's see, the big thing I'm working on this week is the Hershey gravel pit, get that into DEQ, so that's my big project.
Which one is that?
The one right by the battlefield, or going towards the
Oh, okay,
battlefield.
all right.
We got all the paperwork from BLM on that finally, so we can get it submitted to DEQ.
All right.
So, yay.
File treasure hunters up there.
Short term, and
So the jail this weekend and last week wasn't super busy for arrests. We're still holding steady between that 15 and 20 for inmates. I don't think we had any major malfunctions this week, just
No, we're still waiting on the plumber to come
Okay,
and
yeah.
fix things downstairs.
So waiting on a plumber to help do some of that stuff down there, but otherwise, things went fairly smooth there. Went's not here today, so as far as sheriff's department stuff goes, a lot of calls out through the weekend. Nothing too major. I know Saturday evening they had to. There was a rescue for a kayak that sunk, and person not wearing life jacket. Apparently 2 people went out and they forgot to put the plugs in their kayaks. So, yeah, so sheriff's department commandeered a couple of people's boats out there, and the person was transported to the hospital for possible hypothermia, but that was the extent of it there. So otherwise, I know there's some road issues going on down in Monida.
Yes.
So when personal speed bumps are put in and are not effective, why not just throw boulders in the road?
We've had it.
So Went's dealing with that, I know, and he'll be talking with Sky about
Already has been.
about some things there. So I think that's about it for the sheriff's side.
My turn.
I'm always saying left, best for last.
Oh, right. Pretty,
Oh,
That's all right.
well, I'll get her. Kate, you're.
She's gonna go first.
Go ahead.
no, so please, yeah, pretty relatively slow week in the courts this week, so I'm gonna be finishing up my touch and base with all the department heads, see if there's anything I need to get caught up on. Wanted to say thank you to everybody for the card that I got when I got back. That was lovely and brought quite a few tears to my eyes, so I appreciate the nice words that everybody put in there. Like I said, it's not gonna be crazy this week with court stuff, so if anybody needs anything from my office, please let us know. And I would like to introduce Judge Jennifer Ray. She's over here subbing in for Judge Braddock. She's the Justice of the Peace in Ravalli County, and a damn fine one. And so, yeah, just y'all might be seeing her around the building some, a little bit here and there over the next few weeks.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Got anything you want to announce to Beaverhead County? Okay, good.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, also, Friday, starting at 3:00 is the first annual Stick Horse Stampede at J.C.'s Park. If anybody wants to, there's a pie eating contest for the kids at 4, story time at 3, and then the rodeo kicks off at 5:00. So it's a fundraiser for the Early Childhood Coalition. So,
It's my son-in-law.
yeah.
So yes, I'm
any,
gonna be back for it.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to come ride a stick horse, we've got plenty.
Are you gonna be running one, Scott?
Well, of course.
Okay.
And then we can
I
get
just wanna make sure.
and get
Of
I'll take
course,
a nice picture.
of course. I'll be channeling my inner Bob Tallman as the announcer. We've got a rodeo clown, and every rodeo cliche, we're gonna have the grand entry and Old Glory and the whole 9 yards. So it'll be big time. Brown riding, barrel racing, rescue race, rodeo queen competition. In case anybody wants to interrupt.
And contest is only for kids.
I don't know. That's the chamber is putting that on, so I don't know if it's a contest, but the bookstore's doing story time at 3 for some kids, and so spread the word. It should be a lot of fun. It's free for all the stuff. So y'all come rodeo and try not to get any splinters.
Is it a bring your own sandpaper kind of event?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. You don't saddle. It's not saddle your ponies. It's sand your ponies.
I'm just trying to get healed up from a horse wreck 40 years ago. I'm gonna avoid it.
Well, if the stick horse bucks you off, it's your own fault.
That third horse got me.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's just me, Cheryl from upstairs. So our, hi Cheryl from upstairs. We're doing Save the Date. We're gonna feed everybody on June 18th. It's a Wednesday. And we're doing burgers and all the fixings and sides. And the kicker to this one is it's a grilling competition. McKinley has kindly donated some hamburgers. And we have 4 teams currently that are on tap and signed up. We'll announce teams on Wednesday through an email. Dana's gonna help me with that, and then we'll have a potluck sign up for all the sides. So we're doing burgers and all the sides, and some fun prizes. And so the thing is we're gonna try to raise some money for the Christmas party next year. So if you have, once we announce the teams and you have a team that you think is gonna build the best burger, whoever's gonna do that, they gotta come up with some sort of cool burger concoction, and then you would sponsor that team if you want to. That raises money for the Christmas party next year. So if you have a team you want to get behind and think they're going to do the best, you can do smash burgers. They can be smoked. They can just be on a regular charcoal grill, gas grills, whatever you think. But more details to come on Wednesday, and the potluck sign up will be online if you are from another building and can't get over. We want to make sure that all departments know that to come eat. Road department, we're going to try to get burgers out to landfill that day. We're going to get some to-go boxes and stuff, and so make sure to just let everybody know that June 18th, Wednesday, we're going to eat from 12 to 1, but competition is probably going to start around 11, that sort of thing. So yeah, if you want to.
Where is it at?
It's gonna be right on, which direction am I? Yep, Sean, out that way. We're gonna move the picnic tables on the lawn. All the grills are gonna be set up on that patio area. And then we'll have tables and coolers and things like that set up for the rest of the sides and ice and things like that. So anyway,
Bring your own grill.
Yeah, I was gonna
bring
ask,
your own
can I bring my
grill.
own
Yep,
grill?
bring your own grill. So grillers that are in the competition, you'll just be, whatever you would need to have there, just make sure you have it. We'll have some extra pans for food storage and ice and things like that, if, anybody needs it. But, yeah, it's gonna be fun. There's some really cool prizes, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I also wanted to mention too, with that, the top 4 people that sponsor the
Yes.
most are the judges for the.
Yeah, if you're a top sponsor for a team, you get a seat at the judges table.
Hit,
So, yeah, so anyway,
Voter fraud.
Stacy didn't hear a word of that, did she? Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna have 4 judges, and so we're gonna try to pick some people, but also top sponsors get a seat at the judges table.
For the cook-off, how many burgers do you have to cook?
So for 4 teams, we decided we're gauging for about 60 employees. So, about 15 burgers a piece. Yep. 15. Okay, and then if the teams that are interested in, have any questions, I did send an email on Friday, just come to me directly. Anything you need or anything you need to know, additional information, then yeah, it'll be exciting. We've got some different teams all put together, so it'll be fun. I'm excited. Okay, that's all I have.
Anybody else?
Did we finish Steel Lane Bridge? Did we get her done last week?
No, the cranes broke. They had 2 cranes
Uh-huh.
up in the outfit. Both of them broke down. So they're gonna start Wednesday, I think. Now is the plan. So hopefully they got them put together by Wednesday. Yeah. All right, totally out of road crews hands. All right. Anybody else? Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks.
And that goes with it, okay. Should be signed.
Yeah. Don't sit here. Are you staying this? Yes, okay. Don't just. Okay.
All right. Next item on the agenda is Action Canyon Road update.
Just maybe, we probably said we're announcing a public meeting on the 26th. What they call it, Lewis and Clark Room, starts at what, Dana?
5:30.
5:30, yes.
In there, that'll be any and all that want to attend, comment. Some people do prefer commenting by emails and writing, and some people don't mind to stand up, so that provides anybody an opportunity to comment.
What room is this in?
Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark Room.
That guy was coming back.
There he is.
Morning.
Oh, both of them.
Holy mess, we got two of them.
Scared.
Anyway, so.
You want to call Margot? We can have all three?
No, that's all right. Two is one. That's all I have for till we, anybody has anything else to add?
You got any comments on this?
I don't, did we miss the,
Just announce that there's a public meeting
On the 26th.
26th.
that's all we need.
WMC Lewis and Clark Room.
We just wanted to be.
5 o'clock.
Anybody else have any questions?
Anybody got anything?
Any questions or issues with that?
Lewis and Clark room at the university upstairs,
Matthew
5.
Hall,
5 o'clock.
Matthew Hall.
5:30.
Oh, 5:30. We'll get her right here pretty quick.
It's right in the announcement.
Okay.
And it'll be in the paper and any and all publishing.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, thank you.
You bet.
Now, that was pretty easy. But no, well, it's true, there's some people that just sit there and want to talk, and then there's others that write letters.
Either side.
Provide another avenue of comment. We were both pro and con.
Yep.
So,
Thank you. It's
hey, you can run back.
I can run back and run back.
Maybe it's her turn.
I already put the hose in. When they open up Access Canyon Road for the mine,
Yeah.
public access.
Yep. Perfect.
There's a mine gun shut off.
It's our access. I don't know.
Yep.
You don't know till the end. What was that? Don't know till the end.
We're gonna reopen Access Canyon Road
Yeah.
primarily as a payment for the mining activity.
Thanks.
Is the public still gonna be allowed to go up?
That's what the petition says. So the county road is, yeah, it would be. So that's gonna be the issue. That, I think there's gonna be a lot of hearing on that, whether it's gonna open all the way through, so which petition we're gonna go to, blah, 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 blah. So I think that's all gonna be heard that night.
You got time. You got time to come see us, but come over.
You didn't know about that?
Up there. Or you'll be standing in the hallway.
Where is the Lewis?
And then-
It's in the Matthews Hall at the college. It's off of, what's that side?
Oh,
Yeah.
they came and got-
It's off
I
of
know, I'm
Cornell
Cornell.
Street. You know, where Cornell Street on this end of the campus. It's the first building on the corner up there. It's the dormitory of the old dormitory. That's where they
That's where all
go.
the people are going.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, just
I-
follow the lead, but try to
I
get
don't
in
know
the
what-
front, or
what's
you
going
have
on
to be
there.
standing in the hall.
He's retired.
I can bet on
Oh,
it.
Yeah, you didn't know that? You're
That's
the
when
last
everybody
person.
comes, maybe nobody says anything.
Yeah,
They gotta be there.
right after Labor Day, that's his birthday.
And it's a different venue
so then.
than here.
It's more people.
Oh, yeah. It's, they'll sneak up on 200.
I don't. Haven't heard from him.
Fire marshal.
I
might be
was
there,
told
but
that it sounds like they do want to keep me, so I don't know what that means.
I don't know if I noticed one man show.
Anyway, thanks for
Is it
any and all.
Right, I
coming.
can't.
I know.
We'll see you up there.
I'm like, I don't know.
Okay.
Because you love
Vote you too.
I can't. If I
Thanks
write
a lot.
a news story, read like a news story.